Alright, yeah, we're live.
Word.
Word? Yeah, we're up.
Welcome to the Dirtbag Champions podcast for our final review of the season, our little postseason review. Hopefully, we'll have our champion in here soon.
Mike. I'm gonna text him right now.
He,
Put some more pressure on him.
he just texted me back a few minutes ago. I told him to get on.
Nice. I
The
like that.
repeated champion, second year in a row, 2020 and 2021 champion, the Gabagools, Mikey Alfieri,
Mike.
who was the first member ever to draft first overall and win the championship. We were talking at the beginning of the season how there was only like 2 or 3 picks where people drafted from that have never won. And a ritual of this league is anytime you win the league, you get to pick your position. And Mikey wanted that first overall pick. It was surprising, and he shocked the world going to get Devontae Adams first overall, and it worked out for him. So
It did work for him.
I don't know what he does or what his method is. I don't think there is a method.
It's the concrete in him, dude.
He drafts by names, and I think it works.
Dude, it's the concrete in him. Tom Brady, Devontae, taking them all the way to the final. Yeah. I guess we'll hear from him, maybe. But, yeah, Mikey made history this year. Had a crazy championship game. 173 points in the final. First ever overall pick. We'll see. See if Mike can contain that for next year, or have that next year and get a dynasty going.
Yeah, he's trying to catch up to you. It's kind of wild. 12 people in this league. Most of us have been in this league for a long time, and with Mikey winning again, now repeating, out of our 12 members, this year didn't change anything. There's still only 3 current members that are champions of this thing.
Yeah, dude.
Adam with his 1, and then you with 4, and now Mikey with 2.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Good, not much. What's up, bro?
Chilling.
What up, dude?
You were just talking about Mikey in the final.
Goddamn.
Now we got our runner-up in here.
Yeah.
The best team of the season.
Right. I feel like Brady. I feel like the Patriots when fucking David Tyree beat them in their undefeated season. Motherfucker. I just don't understand this St. Brown dude. That's the only thing I'm like, who is this man? How did someone from Detroit have 30 points?
Bro, that's what I was wondering, man. It's fucking Detroit.
Bro, I didn't even watch that game. And I'm looking like, dude, what? I'm like, this team's getting crushed, but he has every catch and point.
Yeah, they lost by like 30, right? They lost.
Dude,
I don't think that game was like televised anywhere either.
I'm just looking every time I refresh, his nigga has another 30, 20 points. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, Mikey did that with a couple. I mean, dude, he had Cooks all season too. Was a similar type of dude where it's just like he's not bad, but it's like, bro, he's just on a shitty team, and he's like the only guy getting points on that shitty team.
All my running backs did shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, did Jones get hurt or something like early in the game?
2-3 carries in, of course.
You didn't even have a bad game, honestly.
It's weird. It's so weird because I was telling Nick that I was so like close to picking up Ramondre Stevenson, and he had like 22 points, but it wouldn't have mattered. But I was thinking about it all day because for some reason, when I was looking at all the reports, it made it seem like Damian Harris may not play.
Yeah, I felt the same way.
Dude.
So Mikey had him in his lineup, so I was like, yo, I might just want to pick up Ramondre just in case this motherfucker gets ruled out before the game, so he wouldn't be able to pick up a running back. And then like I just never did it, and I'm like, I don't want to drop anyone either. But it really wouldn't have mattered because the amount of points his team put up, I couldn't have statistically put up a better lineup, and it mattered.
Yeah, his team went off.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I like even if I would have put like the quote unquote optimal lineup in,
Bro,
I
you
would
put
have
up
only ended up
170.
with like 150 something,
Yeah.
160 at the most.
For
It
real,
wouldn't
like
have
you put up
mattered.
173. What are you gonna do against that?
Yo,
It's
so
weird because
now you're,
I almost fucking started Stafford.
yeah, dude, I was like, because you like the only time you ever started Burrow this whole season was on Stafford's bye, right? Like you never played him until the final.
Yeah, maybe a few weeks, but I don't really think. Yeah, I don't think so. Cause
I mean,
as crazy as it is, yeah, right. Fucking, because I think it was so weird going into the game because they Stafford was playing Baltimore, who Burrow just threw for 500 on.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
So in
Burrow
my
had
head, I'm like,
good
I don't
back-to-back
know.
weeks.
I don't know if I should start him and like and Cooper Cup where it was like a couple yards and like touchdowns and shit away from some type of records. I'm like, he might just get fed in this game against that shitty secondary. And then as soon as that game started, bro, I'm watching this motherfucker had pick. And I'm like, yeah. Thank God I started Burrow.
Burrow started off real slow too at the beginning.
Well, you know what it was too is I knew that just because of the point spread, I was like, even if KC starts beating up on them, they'll be able to throw their way into the game, which
Mm-hmm.
kind of happened. And then whereas in like the Rams were favored by 13 points. So in my head, I go, we're either going to see a game where the Ravens are going to play tough because they're the Ravens at home, even though it's without Lamar, or we're going to just say the Rams like run the ball and like kind of just beat up on them slowly and try to like just get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, Stafford just kept throwing so many goddamn picks that I was just thankful. Because if I would have started him, it never would have been a competition. I mean,
No.
it really wasn't up until like even going
But
into
you were still kind of in it going into the 4 o'clock games, like
yeah,
a
like
little
going
bit.
into 4 o'clock games. I was like, but I kind of that's why right at the 4 o'clock games I started Crosby because I knew. Because in my head, I'm like, bro, I already know what's about to happen. Like, I had a feeling that fucking Devontae
Well,
was just
good.
gonna go off.
Welcome to the club. Now it's me, you, and Delario who have us three have all lost 2 finals.
Oh, I was about to say Tyler's been in the finals before, right?
Yeah,
It's been a
Yep.
minute though, right?
you
That was
beat
the
me.
last time. That was the last time he was in the playoffs.
Oh, was it when I beat him
Yeah, I
like
think so.
2017, 2018?
No, it was before that. I think it was 15.
Oh, so like it's been a minute.
No.
No,
You know
15 I had
what?
a bad year, I
Tyler
think.
lost the finals to Luke.
Oh,
That
that
season,
year, yeah.
that season where Luke had the least amount of points out of every team in the league and won the fucking championship.
Yeah, that was some other shit.
That was your other final loss.
Yeah,
That
man.
was something
I
else.
can't really get lucky in that. This
But
is
dude,
what it is.
I was telling Tom. So remember how I texted you the other day after the game and was like, if you played Tom, he would have beat you by 2 points off that Najee touchdown.
Not true.
Yeah.
So if you go on the thing now, like it says that Tom's team has 123. So there must have been like a 3-point stat
I should
correction.
got stat corrected. I
So
would have beaten you and then lost
done.
you.
he would have beat you. He would have beat you Monday night, and then Tuesday it would have stat corrected, and you would have won by a point if you guys
We
played in the
both would have
final.
been so pissed. I would have beaten you on the last play of the game, and then 2 days later I would have lost.
Dude, that would have been the most amazing thing ever.
That would have been like the best finish to a fantasy season, honestly.
Motherfuckers would have been talking
There he
shit.
is.
What's up, Bike?
They would have been talking shit.
What up?
Are you
What's
ripped,
up,
dude? You look
champ?
like you just woke up.
She stays.
Hey, have you written on it yet?
We're gonna do it right now.
Nice, dude. We gotta get that shit like embroidered or like laser.
So you know what I
printed.
want? You know what I want to do? Because like I know somebody in Rochester now that like works at an engraving place. I want to actually get a legitimate trophy, but like get one that has like a bowl on the top so we can keep the pass back in the original trophy and the new trophy.
I mean, you could literally just attach it to the trophy. You could just like stick it in. Like if you're talking about like getting like a cup, like a soccer kind of trophy looking shit, like a cup. Is that what you're talking about? Like
Yeah.
a
Yeah, I'm-
You don't
championship
even
kind of
you don't
looking
even
trophy?
need that. You could just use Mikey's semen and stick it right up.
Yeah.
He's probably nutted all over the ball enough. He's like Randy.
Randy Mark.
Mike, do you have any Sharpies?
Yeah, I thought I had one here, guys. Just a
The
sec.
fucking ref doesn't have a Sharpie.
Fucking route. The
Mikey-
Gabagools.
What does that say? Mikey title team?
Title champ.
What the fuck is that?
Look,
Mike, you just have to add another year, dude.
that's what I'm gonna do.
You already wrote title team on there, title champ. Mike, you got a Peloton?
I do.
For real?
Yeah, brother.
Dude, you don't even know how to ride a bike.
Hey, that's classified information, dude.
Hey.
Dude, you've never rode a bike when you were younger.
Bro, the first time he ever rode a bike was when he visited me and Nick, and we was on fucking acid, and we just took him on a bike ride.
I just thought about that. This motherfucker was never riding bikes when we were younger.
Yeah, you hated him for some reason.
Yeah, what's up with that? He never had
His
a bike?
bikey phobia.
Well, look at you, dude. Now you got a Peloton. You've evolved.
There we go, dude. It's official.
Nice.
Yes.
Officiale.
Let that shit dry. Come on it, dude. Get a nice lamination on there.
Nice.
Mike, tell us about your season, dude.
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing? You won the fucking league, dude. Like, no critical moves you made, no big wins, nothing. You don't want to talk about the championship
Wait,
game.
when did you get St. Brown?
I've been had him.
Since
You
when?
drafted him?
I'm pretty sure. Maybe I picked him up later.
You did not
on.
draft him, Mike. You did not draft St. Brown, bro. He wasn't even a thing until like 4 weeks ago.
You know this nigga. I looked up his stats. He had like 20 points consistent in the last like 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, he didn't really do shit until like the last month of the season.
I can't even name a fucking Detroit receiver. And I'm like, who's this St. Brown dude that he has going off?
December 20th. I'm trying to find the transaction
I
date.
can't even name a Detroit receiver right now. I can't think of one.
Bro, I literally can't either. The only players I think of their offense are Hawkinson, Swift, and Goff. I can't remember. I don't know a single player besides those three guys.
Literally.
December 11th. So what week was that? Was that before the playoffs started?
You're like week
December
15.
11th. Like you said, he drafted him.
That was the last week of the season.
Picked him up like 3 weeks ago.
He was there for anybody, huh?
Yep.
Can't
Last
let you
week.
do secrets. Come on.
Huh?
I mean, it should be like that, bro. Like, even then, like the week before, shit, I picked up the Justin Jackson and he went off.
He did.
And that was just like, you know.
Yeah, I got Penny at the end of the season. He went off for me, even though it didn't really matter.
But yeah, I'm literally looking at Mikey's roster. Every other player except for St. Brown in his starting lineup was drafted. Like Zach Ertz, he drafted him. You know, Damian Harris, even his fucking kicker and his defense, he drafted.
Motherfucker made 2 moves all year.
Yeah, I mean, it came down to Brady and Devontae putting up, mad points week in, week out,
Two future Hall of Famers.
Fucking Brady, man. He overperformed the final game, too, so I was happy about that.
It's funny because I remember drafting. No one wanted any of the Bengals receivers or Burrow. I remember thinking of both of my drafts, because I think they were back. I was like, you could have sat back and gotten all of them if you wanted to.
Bro, I was just talking about this with Adam because he took Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase was the only guy on my radar of the Bengals offense besides Joe Mixon, because I was just like, oh, maybe like in the 7th round, rookie receiver, like whatever. And he ended up being like one of the best receivers like this entire season.
The thing is, everyone, if you remember what happened in the preseason, everyone thought he was going to be a bust because he dropped all those passes. They're like, oh, he's garbage.
Bro, there were so many bullshit like reports about Jamar Chase. About how because in college they had stripes, he could catch the ball better in college, and that he's mentally like not prepared for the NFL and all this bullshit.
Dude, the dude age receivers are so fucking good. It's like exciting to root for. It's like crazy.
Dude, it's almost like the shift where like you see in running backs where it's like they come into the league ready. Like they're ready from day one. They don't need like a year or two of development. They're just like ready.
Yeah. Literally. There's no drop. If you can burn if you can run routes in just one-on-one coverage, the way the league is now, you're unstoppable. That's why Devontae can't be guarded. And he's not even that fast. He runs routes and it's like it's weird.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp, he ain't that fast. That motherfucker's it's weird.
Bro, it's also like you're growing up nowadays, like receivers are literally like doing all this shit for like Instagram and like YouTube and shit, like from a young age of trying to like beat one-on-ones, and they're just way more prepared coming into the league now.
Well, it's the cooler position.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, running back isn't that cool anymore, bro.
Oh, we were just talking about only 5 running backs rushed for over 1,000 yards this year. Just 5.
Bro, and you got to like put your body through so much shit to be a running back in the league.
Bro, I seen this stat that Zeke is doing so bad this year that Derrick Henry still has more yards than him, and he hasn't had a carry since week 8.
Bro, Derrick
Henry... Dude, yeah, but Zeke is the 7th most rushing yards in the whole league, though. Isn't that insane?
Exactly.
But like what Tyler's saying, dude, Derrick Henry hasn't played in like 10 weeks. Sixth leading rusher in the league right now. Top 50 fantasy points.
Jonathan Taylor's yards after carry is more than anyone else. It's like 1,000 yards. It's like if they did his yards and then his yards per carry, he would still be 1 and 2.
Yeah.
His yards per carry are more than anyone has rushing.
So let's bring this back to our champion here, who decided to go with the first overall pick and draft Devontae and not listen to the consensus fantasy community of drafting running back with the first 5 picks. Mikey ended the season with 2 top 10 rushers. 2 of the top 10 rushers in the NFL were on Mikey's roster. Joe Mixon, the number 2 in rushing yards, and Damian Harris, number 8 in rushing yards. He said, "Fuck like, running back."
Looking back next year, Joe Mixon's a top 5 back.
Yeah,
in fantasy, he'll never be slept on like that shit ever again.
Yeah,
motherfuckers aren't.
Yeah, I was just about to say about Joe Mixon. He's one of those guys that I feel like we can get into like some projections for next season. But Joe Mixon is definitely a guy that I completely was like, nah, I don't want him this year. Coming into this year, just because he was injury prone, and I know he's got the potential to go off, but this year he really showed that like he's the fucking guy there. That dude averages like 20 points a game. A bad game for him is like 12 points. And he's not as injury prone as he was in past seasons. Like he was pretty much playing every week this year. I think he had COVID 1 week.
I remember thinking I didn't want him because their offensive line was so bad. I'm like, their line is so bad. I can't take a running back like if I think that their fucking line sucks. And of course, it didn't really matter with him.
So, Mike, you should get a Joe Mixon jersey, dude. You saw the future.
Oh yeah, should I?
He's
I'm
definitely a
the
top
draft
5
right now. I'm
fucking
looking at
running
Mikey's
back
draft
next year.
picks.
But
I mean,
fancy.
You guys know, I mean, when it comes to individual players and like knowing the stats and forecasts and all that, like, yeah, I'm not like as knowledgeable as you guys. But when I did my draft, like, basically, like, I saw who was on the board still, who was, projected to do decent. So I just made sure, like, I had a
Yeah,
pretty team from the beginning.
Michael really does, like, he gets into some sort of fucking zone when he's drafting. He really does. He is like, I was sitting there, I'm like, he doesn't even know who 90% of these fucking guys are. And then you look back at his draft and he's like, wait, this dude is like a guru somehow.
It's all about, who's on the board still and how much they're worth. And, I mean, you don't really have to know the player in and out to know that they're going to put up some points. It's all about generating the points at the end of the day, So as long as they have a team that's productive and whatnot, that, it works out. Yeah, and you got some guys, like Brady and Devontae that, are going to win some games for you, So, I was happy with it. Yeah. It's been a learning experience for me too. So it's been beneficial. Got some money out of it.
You drafted 2 defenses.
Is that not orthodox?
Dude, Mikey always drafts 2 defenses.
I thought. See, I didn't know that was part of the customs.
I'm just like pointing. I'm looking at the draft results right now. I'm gonna pull them up on the screen if you want to look at the stream to like see them. But pretty much just you. I mean, your worst pick is you got Allen Robinson first in the 3rd round, and Allen Robinson was. I drafted him in another league. He's a complete bust. Didn't think he would be though, but he was a complete bust. He was terrible this year for the Bears. But besides that, I mean, so that was your 3rd round pick, and then 4th round you took Damian Harris, then got Brady, then got Higbee.
Dude, I didn't even realize Mikey had Damian Harris last year too. He had Damian Harris last year. He had Allen Robinson 2 years in a row. Devontae. Fucking last year he drafted Kyler Murray in the 7th round. Ended up being a top.
Mark Ingram.
Austin Eckler. I don't know what it is. The thing is, it's like not even a fluke anymore. You consistently every single year for like the last 4 years have drafted extremely well.
Yeah, you can't really.
Big players, the guys that are winners,
Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah, I do, bitch.
Yeah. Is that why you drafted St. Brown?
I just like the name St. Brown. It reminded me of Saint Denis.
Yeah.
If the league didn't have 17 games last year, would have the week ended last week?
No, yeah, I think so, right? Didn't we normally go to week 17?
Yeah. Yeah, because we had an extra game in the regular season too because of it. So yeah, it all would have ended last week.
Yeah, that I would have fucking beat Mikey by 3 points.
No way. I saw that we were projected to be. It was a close game up to that.
You put up what 49? I put up what 52.
Up to the point that it happened, it was close.
I mean, really, what broke the threshold? Was it was that game, that Bucs game, right, when Brady just went off really against the Jets?
Bro, St. Brown got your most points.
No, St. Brown.
Honestly, it didn't matter. Brady coming back in the 4th quarter, but it all came down to St. Brown and Damian. Well, St. Brown and what's his name? Really, for you. What's up? I ain't got no batteries. And
Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
I mean that and it just my running back
guys
and didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Like even if I would have started AJ Dillon, they would have went off more. But it really didn't matter.
Right.
Well, Delvin
Like
Cook,
even
bro,
if
like
I
Delvin
had the
Cook
most
gets you that
optimal
18
lineup,
points any other day.
there's no moves. There's not enough moves that I could have made that it would have ever mattered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Devontae put up a lot of points too.
Because
But I
even
mean, like I said before, I mean,
but you already did. But that's the thing. I already gave him his 30 points, so it didn't matter. It was everybody else I was worried about. Brady having 30. He had it because he had it all late too.
those are my
There was
keystone.
a point where I was up, and then Brady came back on the Jets, and then I was going into the 4 o'clock games down by like a couple after that, and then in the 4 o'clock games I only had fucking what was it? Keenan Allen. He didn't really do shit. I fucking hate him in my team because he doesn't get touchdowns. He just gets a lot of catches, if anything.
Yeah.
He's somebody who it's like I kind of like always wanted him on my team, but like now I'm looking at him like, I could. He's just a possession guy. Like I don't think I'd touch him next year.
Well, he's one of those guys that like tough to rely on as your one, but if you got him as your wide receiver 2 or 3, you'd be like stoked on him. But like to be the guy on your team, it's like he's too inconsistent, and like you say, he doesn't get the touchdowns like he should.
No, that's weird.
Especially in that offense with
Herbert, fucking 36 touchdowns or something this year, and this motherfucker I can't count how many he has, but it's not that much.
Yeah, because like Eckler and Williams are in that offense, and they're always getting shit too.
He only has 6 receiving touchdowns this year.
Right, Mike?
You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Like he has 6 receiving touchdowns, and your fucking quarterback threw like 36. It's like fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm doing some quick math real quick because you guys have me thinking like if this season didn't have the extra game, how like the playoffs would have been different.
Oh yeah, do that shit.
So you would have been the 1 seed still, Ty. Cam would have been the 2 seed. Remember, Cam had the 2 seed, and because he lost and Mikey won, he bounced down. So Cam would have gone in with the bye. So it would have been Steve and Mikey in the first round, and then Tom and Adam. So then week 15 or week 14. Okay. So Tom, you had 132. Adam had 126. You would have won.
Hell yeah, I would have won.
Mikey versus Steve. Mikey had 141. You played Steve anyways that week, and you won. So you would have beat Steve.
That's you, Mike.
So you would have played the 1 seed. So Mikey would have played Ty. And then Tom would have played Cam. So it's hard to tell because you guys had a bye, so you don't have to set your lineup. But from what we have, from what the roster was that you guys had, Ty would have beat Mikey in the semi, 123-90.
Damn.
Tom 98. Cam would have beat Tom 111-98. So it would have been Cam and Ty in the final. And Ty would have beat Cam 152-107 in the final.
Damn, dude. Fucking Cam. Ty would have been the
Hell
winner.
no, fuck that. This is goddamn league. This extra fucking game. Some bullshit. Fuck the NFL.
Fucking Mikey, dude, you won because of the schedule change, dude.
Dude, classic corrupt win.
Classic Redskins.
Yeah, what do you think about the Redskins name, dude? Comes out in a couple weeks.
Ooh, a couple weeks.
On
Groundhog's Day, I think.
Yeah, they announced that they're gonna announce it, dude.
Let's hope it's something.
Is there any like finalists? Or just we don't know.
They just said the Red Wolves are out because of like copyright issues.
Yeah,
Trademark
there was
issues.
a leak. Boomer Esiason leaked that it's going to be the Admirals, but I feel like that's not going to be what it
Let
is.
the fans decide. Come on.
No,
let
I
this
feel like
guy-
what they're doing is they're going to leak names and see how people react to them and pick one that like people like.
I feel like it needs to be. I feel like it's got to be the Red Hogs.
It's gonna be such a trolling name. I was so pissed that he
Bro,
had
they
to
should
change
just
it in the
stay
first place.
at football.
Why
Team, just
not
be
the
FT,
Generals?
It's gonna be a
FT
game
Washington,
it's gonna be a name people hate. Watch.
or the
Just the
Georges.
fucking replacement team name. Just the Washington Generals.
What's that? That was the name of that movie, right?
Yeah, you're the Washington Generals, dude. What is a better name than that?
It really would.
It's a decent.
I personally like the Red Hogs.
The Generals is good. I like that. That's solid. The Red Hawks, it's not bad.
Red Hawk?
You said
Hog.
Should there just be
Hog like a
pigs?
pig.
oh
Oh,
yeah, but that's
Jesus,
still
really?
No, but it's because remember how it was
It's a
like
pig.
that was their like
Yeah, when
the
they were
fan.
embarrassed.
yeah, but that was a fan thing, you know.
Yeah, that's like Jacksonville right now. They're dressing up as clowns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I saw
But,
Admirals is getting some traction.
it would be cool if they.
Admirals.
The Admirals.
Washington
I mean, it would be cool if they
Admirals.
kept red in the name somehow to kind of, you know.
I know you love red, dude.
But
Like he's a blood at heart.
It was because their offensive line in the '80s. That's why they were called the Hogs.
yeah, the Hogs. That was that's what they called them.
Like you don't know that. Like
Dude, I knew that.
you weren't around.
Dude, I know Redskin fan history. Get
No,
out
you
of here.
don't, dude. Who was their quarterback like 15 years ago?
They were originally from Boston, and their original name was the Braves, the Boston Braves.
Okay.
So I thought that would be decent name change, but I guess that's still too similar to the Indians or Amerindians or whatever the correct term is today.
Amerindians?
Amerindians, yeah.
Is that a real term?
It is. Look it up.
Like Amerindians? Like just making American Indians?
Like Indian, but Amerindian.
I always thought American.
Sorry.
If I was what's his name, if I was fucking Snyder, I would have just been like, "Fuck you" to the NFL, and I would have just changed our name to the Americans, and not changed anything about our brand. We use the same logo and everything. We're just the
Washington
Americans now.
He's making a white guy now on the logo instead of the Indian head.
Be the Schneiders.
It's still a racist caricature on the helmet, though. I mean,
You're paying homage.
that's kind of the
The
bottom line.
Crackers.
FT Washington.
The Washington Crackers.
Yeah, why not?
Well, the Washington Geese.
I should have worn my
Love
Caucasian
it.
shirt today.
Oh yeah, your Caucasian shirt.
Yeah.
The one you have one of those that looks like a Washington.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, dude.
I got that.
I got it for him for like his birthday or something.
Have you ever seen the episode of Seinfeld where they're making fun of Indians?
No.
Yeah,
It's
I know what
fucking
you're talking
hilarious.
about.
Yeah,
Like,
oh, yeah.
everything he says is like he can't say anything because it's like he gets tickets and he's like, oh, I got reservations, but he can't say it. And then the girl wants her gift back. He's like, oh, you're being an Indian giver. It's fucking cool.
Oh, yeah. You're being an Indian.
He buys like this fucking Indian head from the smoke shop and shit.
Dude, that whole season where they did the whole Washington, like the making fun of the Redskins and Jerry Jones and shit, that was a classic.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
All right, dude. Do you want to do the mid-season review?
Yeah, we were talking about it the other day. Were you able to get a chance to watch those back?
Dude, I didn't. Couldn't like really find it because that was like from the episode that we did like 4.5 hours.
Dude, I know. I tried scrolling through and I couldn't find it.
Talking about Barrett and shit. But I do remember the biggest thing was that we all pretty much were unanimously like Delario was going to be like a powerhouse and he was going to make the playoffs, and he didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, I remember saying Delario and Ty were going to be in
conference winners.
like
Yeah.
we're in the playoffs for sure. And then Adam, I think Adam and Steve too are like consensual. Like we all kind of picked them to get in, and then everybody else was kind of on the brink. You were pretty much in there. Like we were all kind of agreed
I
that
thought
you'd
that
make it,
Ronnie would do better.
but then I think the ones that were just on the bubble were Cam. I think some of us might have picked my dad at the time because his team was looking solid, and Jamario. And I think that's the biggest thing too out of all of our things. I think you, Tom. I think you picked Jamario to get in as the 6th seed.
Well, because I don't think Derrick Henry was hurt yet, and I think that's why
Derrick Henry wasn't hurt yet.
Yeah, and that's exactly why. Because at that time, Derrick Henry was on such a fucking tear that had he not getting hurt, like Jamario might have made the playoffs just purely off of having Derrick Henry getting you like 20, 30 points every week.
And Mikey too. Mikey was one of those people that we were kind of like the people were on the brink of even getting in.
Yeah.
They didn't think. I think we all kind of agreed that we didn't think his roster was deep enough and it would hurt him in the long haul. But obviously, we were all wrong on that.
You were all foiled by me. I need a Waluigi hat.
Yeah, nobody believed you were going to repeat. You proved us all wrong.
Mikey didn't even believe it.
I think the biggest things was Jamario literally losing Derrick Henry and then not winning a single game, and Delario falling from being like 5-1.
That'll fucking do it. I guess Mike's gone.
Yeah, he just started losing.
Huh?
Delario just started losing every game.
Yeah, bro, he was like with the best team first half of the season. He's one of the best teams, and then he just I don't know who do you have on his roster that made him so bad? Like
DeAndre and Kyler.
Yeah, because they were just like
they were out for a bunch of weeks, and then Kareem Hunt. He had Zeke who fucking started to slack.
I'm pulling up his team.
Yeah, he had a bunch of injuries, and then just guys just underperforming.
Oh, it's because dude, he had Cooper Kupp, and Cooper Kupp was on a fucking tear for most of the year. But but that kind of remained the same even through the second half of the season. The rest of his team just fell apart. Yeah, Edwards-Helaire was hurt for most of the season. Dude, who is?
Yeah, Edwards-Helaire and Hunt were the two running backs who were hurt.
Who the fuck is even a receiver on Detroit?
The thing is, too, I remember like he drafted like his first 5 or 6 rounds, and then auto drafted the rest of the draft, and he just like had no depth, and that just kind of hurt him a lot when. Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Josh Reynolds is the wide receiver 2 in Detroit.
Yeah.
And then Trinity Benson and Kadarrell Hodge are like the 3 and 4.
I have no idea who they are.
No idea. And then Quintez Cephas is on the IR. I remember Quintez popping up for a bit, but he got hurt like real quick.
But yeah, he lost 7 out of his last 8. Delario.
That'll fucking do it.
Because Delario's too busy these days.
What are you trying to say, Mike?
Do you think he's going to be at Windjammers tomorrow?
What's he busy with?
I hope so, dude. I got to play a soccer game after, so hopefully I don't get heartburn.
After Windjammers, bro? Why don't you do that in reverse?
Just how it is. Just the way it goes. Way it goes, boy.
That's some Rochester shit. Bro, you're about to just eat a shit ton of wings and then go play soccer.
No, I'll probably just eat a couple and then bring the rest home, honestly.
Yeah, it's where my dad wants to have my birthday dinner is Windjammers.
Windjammers. I mean, honestly, it makes sense because we're all real close to it, so why not, right? And you like wing.
I don't know.
I'll eat Windjammers whenever.
Didn't Gage almost nut when he had wing from Windjammers?
Yeah, I took him to Windjammers, and he was in love with it.
He's like, this is the best wings ever. And then
his girlfriend ordered a grilled cheese sandwich and said it was the best grilled cheese sandwich she ever had in her life.
Do they feed these kids in Florida?
Bro, what do they eat down there, dude?
Yeah, maybe they're just grateful that there's food up here.
Bro,
Right?
not even though, but Gage was with your family all week eating Italian food for Christmas and shit, and then he orders Applebee's when we're chilling at your mom's house. Like, really?
Yeah.
Applebee's in Greece? That's probably the Applebee's on Ridge Road. Like, that shit was probably nasty. Like, come on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting his Italian card taken away for that.
Like, would you rather have, like, leftover sauce and pasta
No,
or
he
order
was so sick.
Applebee's at,
He
like,
was
1
so
in the
sick of
morning?
sauce. He was bitching about sauce to me. He was like, I just want to eat something else, man. I love Rosa makes great food, but I'm just so sick of it after a couple of days of being here.
Dude,
Such a little dick for
that's
that.
ungrateful, bro. That's fucking ungrateful.
He'd rather Applebee's.
Or even this fucking food, man.
I'd be so disrespected if I was known or else. It's like, you'd rather have Applebee's than my food.
He's just like, I just want sodium and deep fried stuff. Come on.
I just need fast food chains because that's what I know.
Dude, one of our waitress at Windjammers, Tyler probably knows who she is. She looks familiar. I feel like she was a Grease girl. But she was like flirting with Gage, and his fucking girlfriend got all pissed off, which was hilarious. She was like like dark hair, darker, like a white Italian girl, but like overly tanned, a little heavier.
He has really, really big titties.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
That's all you had to say to Ty.
Really,
Forget
really
all
big
that.
titties.
It's dirty.
And she was so pissed. And then some drunk guy came up to her. It was just classic Windjammer experience. And they're a little shook though.
Why?
Huh?
Why? Because Gage is fucking like they're shook because
No,
of Gage.
No, they were just shook seeing a bunch of just old drunken Rochesterians at a Charlotte bar.
Dude, it's good cultural awakening for them.
Dude, I mean, he lives in Pensacola, right? It's not like that. Should be that scary.
No, it's just different people. I mean, Tom, have you been at Windjammers at like 11 o'clock at night?
No. I mean, but I know what you're talking about. I mean, there's Charlotte people, but like, this kid is from Florida and goes to school in Alabama, right? Like, it can't be that much worse.
Yeah, no, it's just they just never left no-nos whenever they go to Rochester. They just think Rochester's just no-nos and gates.
Oh, I guess, yeah, from that perspective, yeah. They're still young. They're figuring it out.
Exactly. Somebody had to show them.
They're figuring it out. Gage's girlfriend was like completely like bewildered that your mom offered me a cup for my beer.
Yeah, it shocked them.
Yeah, it shocked him. She was like, "Who drinks beer out of a cup?" I'm like, "Fucking any restaurant or bar you go to, like everywhere."
17.
Floridians.
Everywhere, unless like you're stealing beer from your parents at like a house party.
That's great. How about when Annie's long lost brother came over? How great was that?
The one in prison?
No, it was her. It's from the same guy. Her father was her brother.
Wait, break that down again, dude. How is it from the same guy?
So it's her brother from
Another
the
mother?
same father, but she never grew up with him or met him growing up or anything. Like, she met him for the first time at my dad's house, like during the holidays. And yeah, he's just a normal guy. And Elizabeth was doing on.
He grew up with Brian.
Brian Business?
It makes a lot of sense that he grew up with Brian.
Wait, really?
Makes a lot-
How old is he?
Mike, we're streaming live, so anybody could hear this live. I feel like we got to give Tom the full context of the story, though, because he's kind of lost now.
Yeah, wait, your aunt, like your dad's sister.
I mean, that's news. I'm not telling anybody anything. I don't know.
Your dad's sister has a brother who's Brian Business age, is what you're telling me.
No, okay. No. So, all right.
Right?
I think he's like 30.
Our Aunt Mary, right?
Your dad's sister, right?
Our dad's sister. Her first husband shot his second wife and killed her in the middle of a parking lot.
I know about that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So all of us here
We don't
All of
know.
those.
I don't know, nor does Nick know if that was actually the
No, I
mother.
know. It is. It is. Those are so Annie
Oh,
shared the guy her dad who killed his wife. This guy Andrew, that's Annie's half brother, that she didn't know she had for years, and it's their kid.
jeez Louise. Okay.
Annie's kid? Or her
Huh?
brother's kid?
No, it's her brother.
I mean, I don't really feel bad about what we're saying because it's just all public knowledge. But
Yeah.
what Ann Elizabeth was saying,
No.
that he didn't even know about it. And she's like, "Oh, I know what it's like to be abandoned by your parents and all this stuff." I'm like, Jesus Christ, lady, chill the fuck out. What is wrong with you?
I mean,
What is
we know
wrong with
there's a lot of
you?
things wrong with her. We know
Why
that.
would you do that? Why would you say that?
It's like Drink Champs now.
Oh my God.
No, yeah, so this dude who was over my dad's house, Annie's half brother, that was her mom and dad.
Yep. So they reunited at her dad's house.
And these people have always lived in Rochester.
Yeah, they grew up in Greece, or no. So the dad's in jail and the mom's dead, but the kid grew up in Greece.
Who raised the kid? Like how did
I have no idea, but Brian like grew up with him on the street or something.
So he's like our age.
He's 30, I think, a couple
So
years
he's
older
like
than
around
us.
our age. Oh, he's not like 50 or like 40 or some shit.
No. Yeah, he's like around close to our age and Ann's age.
Brian Bisquick.
Well,
isn't he on the chat right now? Is it just too much interaction for him?
No, he's probably working.
I don't know. I think he's at the airport.
Is he working at the airport or is he traveling right now?
No, he's working.
I could see Brian contributing to a terrorism.
Could you? I still don't think Brian's real, dude.
Dude, he very well could not be.
He wasn't around 5 years ago.
No, he's just spawned like a GTA character.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just like that whole situation where I got home that night and I was like, let me look up Ann's brother, and I look him up, go through Ann's page and look up his name, and I pull him up, and I have like mutual friends, and the first person there is Brian. I'm like, how the fuck does Brian know this guy?
What, did he go to North Star?
No, he went to Odyssey.
Dude, what? Dude, why? When I Google Brian Bisnet, why is it the first thing that comes up is his IMDb page? Brian Andrew Bisnet. What?
He's got to update it. Does he have
Jake Bisnet?
What the hell's Never Perfect? What's Never Perfect? Homeless person. What is his acting credit? Oh, it's his little cousin. Was that Mikey that left?
Yeah, I don't know what Mikey's doing.
Getting ripped.
I'm about to get ripped.
Dude, he's got to add his credit and bottom feeders in here. I don't know, dude. Mikey doesn't know what's going on. Jerry. But yeah, fucking Brian.
What's he doing?
I don't know. So, I think the only other thing. Let me just run off the. So we fully didn't go over the playoffs yet. So the wild card round. We had.
Yeah, I mean, because I would be down to go over like some projections for next year. Like, who you think maybe like top 5 or. Because I think it's interesting to kind of talk about, like, Tyler's bringing up, like, Joe Mixon being a top back. I feel like in the same categories, it's going to be a huge shift with, like, McCaffrey being hurt all year and, like, Kamara, Saquon, and Zeke not performing quite as well as they normally, like, would. Like, they might not even be, like, top 10 picks anymore. I feel like guys like, obviously, Jonathan Taylor would be up there. I think Najee would be up there. I think Mixon will be up there. Even Derrick Henry. I think if as long as Derrick Henry performs now that he's healthy, like in the playoffs, I think he'll come back and still be like a top 3 back.
Yep.
Just off of like the 8 weeks he had this year, and as long as people can like see that he's back to his regular form in the playoffs, like I think that'll be. I mean, I'm really high on Derrick Henry. I'd love to draft him again, but there's only a handful of guys that are really like that. Maybe Eckler's up in that consideration. I think Eckler's a guy similar to
James
Mixon.
Robinson's pretty good too.
Who?
James Robinson.
Yeah. Yeah, I fuck with James Robinson. He gets a lot of.
What?
Swift is another guy.
He tore his ACL though, right? That might hurt him because he tore his ACL so late in the season.
Oh, was
Yeah,
it ACL?
it was fucking really late.
That.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that was an ACL. That is gonna fuck him up.
Mm-hmm.
But like all those guys, and Eckler, I feel like he's in a similar position as Mixon, where usually injury prone, and this year kind of really proved like how consistent you can be and shit. I think he'd still be a top back. But like McCaffrey's gonna be a weird guy. I don't know where he's gonna get drafted next year. Because he's still obviously fucking talented and shit, but damn, dude, if he's gonna be hurt more than half your season, is he worth even drafting?
Yeah.
At this point, he's such a risk.
Yeah.
That's 2 straight years where he's been what he was. For me, I think my top 5 are Jonathan Taylor, probably Najee Harris.
Yeah, I'd love Najee again.
Henry, Mixon, and Cook. And then right there.
No Chubb?
I put Chubb and Eckler probably just a tier below that. You know, like 6. I think Eckler and Chubb, and then you have like Kamara and McCaffrey.
Yeah. I think Chubb's better than Cook still.
There's so many. Yeah, you think so?
I think so. Dalvin Cook's not that consistent.
But Chubb is even less. This year, I mean, it's just that offense and that team was just in such shambles.
True.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Chubb is still. I think he's obviously got potential, but I still think he's one of those guys that's like end of first round, second round type of running back. I think there are like all those guys you listed before him. I would probably take before him, but Dalvin Cook is one. So to consider. Definitely, because he has been more. He's been more inconsistent this year than he's ever been, and he used to be the guy that would just fucking always get like 25, 30 carries a game.
How many of those guys? Where would you start as of right now? I know it's still so early, but where would you consider a wide receiver? If you had like after like the first, would you take next year, right? As of right now, like if we were to draft right now, would you considering taking a receiver high, like a Jefferson or Kupp or Devontae or Debo over a running back? Like if you had a top 5 pick.
I would take a bunch of receivers first, honestly.
Yeah, I think the receivers really stepped up their game this year. There's a lot of guys who just like there's people like you're talking about Justin Jefferson continuing to prove himself. Jamar Chase, not quite a first round receiver, but like could end up being at the end of the year, that level of talent where like he's gonna jump up and be looked at. Devontae is gonna probably be the number 1 receiver again. Cooper Kupp might be, just purely off of volume. I think a lot of those guys, I think more than this year, I think I'd be more inclined to take a receiver next year. Just because some of those guys can really, like if you have Cooper Kupp on your team, like it sets you apart.
Mm-hmm.
I think the tight ends dropped though. I don't think Kelsey will be taken in the first round anymore.
Kelsey, I'm looking right now. It's Kelsey. They have Kelsey ranked at 16.
Yeah.
I think mid-second pick.
But, I mean, me personally, I would still go running back. I mean, it depends on where I'm drafting and everything, but I still like to lock down a running back because of all those running backs we named. Like, those are all solid guys, but then after that, there's such a huge drop-off in running back. And that's more of just like a strategy, more like in the bigger kind of picture of fantasy.
No, like but yeah, I guess that's what I'm asking is like, where's your draft threshold? Like 4? Like if you have the 4th pick and it goes Taylor, Najee, and Henry, are you going to consider like a Mixon, Cook, or Chubb, or are you going to go for like the wide receiver you like there at 4 or 5?
I would. I mean, I definitely still would. I mean, I'm still looking at running back first because if they're if they're going off the board, and let's say like 6 running backs are in the first round, or maybe even like 8 to 10 in the first 2 rounds, then after the second round, like who are you taking at running back? And that drop off, and that's like what it really comes down to is that drop off is that like I can still find a decent receiver or a decent pair or 3 receivers after the second round, but in the running back category, unless you get lucky on some dude that just like happens to go off this year, it's fucking hard to have an RB1 after like the second round or third round. It's really hard to have a good solid running back that you can just rely on because there's only so many. There's only like 8 of them in the league. Because after that, the drop, like the difference between having like Joe Mixon and like I don't know, fucking, it's just like Tony Pollard is huge. Like not that Tony Pollard is bad or anything, but it's just like there's only so many guys that are RB1s, and that's not even on all 32 teams because not all 32 teams even really run like true RB1s. They will have committees and shit.
They have Michael Carter ranked as RB12.
Michael Carter. I don't know. Well, the Jets are interesting next year because they have the 4th and the 7th overall pick. Zach Wilson doesn't look as bad as he did early on in the season. Like, there's something going on, but they are the fucking Jets. I just don't think they'll be as bad as they were this year. I think they'll be better next year as long as they make some decent. If they get, like, a good lineman. But Michael Carter itself,
5 games by 1 possession.
Yeah, and then like, dude, then there's teams like the Ravens who like preseason everybody was high on like what was it, Gus Johnson and like J.K. Dobbins, and it's like those guys didn't do shit all year because they had like 5 running backs all year.
It's also Devontae. Like, what are you gonna if Aaron Rodgers leaves and Devontae gets tagged? Like, how far?
That's a question mark.
His stock's not gonna fall that far because he's Devontae Adams. But are you gonna spend your second round pick on him still with an unknown quarterback?
I'll let Mikey do that, dude. I'll let him take that risk again.
No, Mikey will probably choose the first overall pick again and just make it easy for all of us again.
Take Devontae again.
But like some of these guys too, you're looking at free agents. Like Leonard Fournette's going to be a free agent. James Conner, Godwin. I think one of them will go. I don't think they'll both resign again. I think Godwin or Fournette will leave.
Dude, I think Najee's one of my like Jonathan Taylor right now is the number 1 guy if I had the number 1 pick to grab. But like realistically, if I'm not like the number 1 overall pick and I'm anywhere else in the draft, like Najee's the guy I want next year.
What about Calvin Ridley? Still Calvin Ridley ranked as the 39th best player.
Hell no, bro. I'm not taking Kevin. I'm staying away from him next year. Unless he's available in like the 9th round.
Huh?
Unless he's available in like the 9th round, like fuck that.
They have him ranked out of Godwin, T. Higgins, Thielen, DJ Moore, DK Metcalf, Hollywood Brown.
No way, dude.
Like what?
All of those guys, hell no. Calvin really didn't even like play this year. How can you do that? And it's not even because he got injured. It's just like this dude might just straight up be retired from football. Like I don't even know what the fuck is going on. He's physically fit enough. He's just not like mentally there. So that's like fantasy wise, like I don't want a fucking guy like that on my team. Fuck out of here.
I've never had him before, and I'll never have him again. I don't think he'll ever play again. I really don't. Whatever's going on, I don't think he's gonna play football again.
That's what I'm saying. It's like he's considering retirement. This is not even like, oh, he tore his ACL. Like, he'll be back next year. It's like this dude. I don't even know if he wants to play anymore. Like, he's just not there. But then again, maybe he just doesn't want to play in Atlanta. Maybe he says, fuck it, go to the Cowboys, replace Gallup, turn up. Dude, is Gallup's career over now?
It's not over, but I'm not happy he tore his ACL, but part of me is happy he tore his ACL.
Dude, why?
Because I think he might resign with Dallas now. I think if he played, like they would have never even. He would go and get big money, but I think his stock might fall now, and he might just like do a 1-year prove it year with Dallas again next season.
Yeah.
I literally think as sad as it is, I think him tearing his ACL is the only chance that he goes back to the Cowboys.
Yeah, but what does that mean for his career?
I mean, we'll see. I think he'll be fine. A lot of receivers have tore their ACLs and came back and had a solid career. Like look at Allen Robinson, dude. The Allen Robinson we know is all post an ACL tear, like the good Allen Robinson, not this season.
Yeah, I was about
You know,
to say, that's a
he
bad
tore
example.
his
was terrible this year.
ACL and then went to the Bears and
Yeah.
became great for a few years.
Well, dude, I think Allen Robinson is the biggest steal out of in free agency, and I would still draft him next year. I mean, depending on where he gets like picked up or who he gets picked up by. But like this dude has played for Jacksonville and Chicago, and has always had terrible quarterbacks, and he still performed up until this year. He has performed, and he dealt with like COVID and Mooney kind of went off, and still this year was such a shit show in the quarterback situation with the Bears. I can't even fault them for it completely.
I could see him doing like an AJ Green type situation. You know, signing, not having to be a number one somewhere, but signing and being a really good role receiver and a good offense.
I think he's due to like just go to a good team, good quarterback. At
He's
least.
gonna be in like Cleveland or something.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, but I mean that too. He might just end up going to like Detroit and getting paid. That's so like he could just get paid.
See, like
Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like with Gallup, is I feel like if he stayed healthy through the playoffs or whatever, and this injury didn't happen, I feel like he would have been like one of those, you know, like a Galladay or Corey Davis from this year that would have went and signed like for a really hefty contract they don't really deserve in a place like Cleveland. But I don't think that's going to happen now that he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Fuck the Cowboys, though.
Dude, did you hear about the Rhinos?
Bounced out first round.
No, I really think they'll win their first game.
Who are they going to play?
Most likely either Arizona or the Rams.
Dude, the NFL wants the Rams to win so badly this year. But if the Super Bowl gets moved to Dallas, then they're going to want the Cowboys to win.
The Cowboys won't beat Brady or Rodgers. Even though I'm not high on the Bucs team overall right now. I think Dallas will beat if they fucking play Philly or if they play the Rams. They'll win their first game and then lose to whoever they play in the second round. That's truly what I think is going to happen to this team. I don't think they'll be a one and doneer, but I don't think they'll go anywhere. I honestly, as bad as it is, like part of me really wants Rodgers to win another Super Bowl.
Packers team.
Like I wouldn't be mad. I know so many Cowboy fans hate the fucking Packers or, you know, the last few playoff losses we've lived through, but I can't hate. I love Rodgers. He's like my favorite modern day quarterback.
No, he's the GOAT.
I just think it won't sit right with me if he retires with one Super Bowl ring and Eli has two.
I think that if he wins the Super Bowl this year, he's gonna retire.
What do you think? What?
Rodgers and the Packers, sure, and he gets MVP. He's just gonna.
You said he's going to retire?
Yeah, I think he'll retire just like that. He won't play again. Because it doesn't make sense him going to another team. And
it doesn't at all.
In all the things that he's saying, it's like his tone shifted from earlier in the season to being like, fuck Green Bay, I'm not coming back here, to being like, I'm more like retiring. Like I think that if they win the Super Bowl and he can go out on top, he will.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all, honestly.
Dude, but if they don't,
I think he could ride off in the sunset and be happy. Like fuck it.
Dude, but if they don't, he's gonna go somewhere.
Because you got to think about it. How else like how's Brady gonna end? Do you think Brady's just gonna end on some like some 7-10 season and just not make this playoffs. It's like he's gonna want to fucking retire when he wins his Super Bowl and just like it's like, all right, nothing else to prove.
Have you guys watched that new Man in the Arena show at all? Brady
I
show?
haven't watched it all yet.
No.
I'm gonna watch it though.
The main thing I'm getting out of it is that whenever Brady has to retire from football, he'll probably kill himself. That guy he's like the Tiger Woods of football. Like, I don't know what he's gonna do after. Because everything in his life is so secondary to football, even just like his family and everything else. It's just like everything's like it's crazy. Some of the shit he like goes, some of the stuff he'll like go on rants about. It's just so fucking hilarious.
Dude, he's just like he's obsessed.
He'll have to like poach or something.
Yeah, it's like it's weird. It's hard to see these guys like.
Bro, it's like the end of an era of all these quarterbacks. Like, obviously Brady and like Rodgers are still around, but like, you know, Ben's going, Matt Ryan's gonna be out of the league soon, Stafford will be out of the league soon, and it's gonna be like all these like just new guys that we like didn't grow up with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you're muted.
He's looking like shit. Fucking Phillip Rivers being a loser. Big Dusty. They just all like age like Brady's over here.
Dude, but Rodgers might pull a fucking Favre and just go play for like two random teams after the Packers chasing the ring.
I'll be right back.
It's weird because with Favre, because his division, he already had so Fields and fucking.
That's what I'm saying though. Like if Rodgers loses, he's gonna be craving another ring. He'll be wanting that shit.
He gets a ring. If he gets MVP, just something weird. Because even if he does that, he'll get some team whose quarterback will be.
That's what I'm saying. Like even if he does leave, like where is he going? He's got to go to a team that's like already like ready for the playoffs.
The only way he can find his perfect situation, if that makes sense. He could literally. They'll still be have team be a contender, and something will happen. That's how they'll be able to
Can you hear him? Yo, Ty, you're cutting out.
No, I think you just got your thumb over the mic or something.
Yeah, he retires. He can. That's a way that he can come back.
Yeah.
Retiring?
You said?
We couldn't hear you, bro.
Oh shit. Yeah, I think he said.
Yo.
Yeah. But yeah, I think he was talking about Rodgers and retiring, and I'm just saying, if he does retire or if he does win it, I could see him retiring. But if he doesn't, man, he's gonna have that Brett Favre urge and want to he'll be chasing after that ring.
I was saying if he retires, basically, if they wins a championship and retires, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he wins the championship and retires, he can now ride off in the sunset,
Yeah.
but he'll always be able to come back and then come back into whatever situation he'll want. Because what will happen is, let's say whatever team Devontae Adams is on in about a year or two, or let's say that he's in a perfect situation, or if something happens where like a quarterback gets hurt and they're a contender, you know that they're going to be like, oh, call Aaron. They'll do that shit for like 2-3 years after he retires. And if he finds a perfect situation, I think he'll come back and play.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have any options like people think. I mean, it's not that he doesn't, but it's like it's dumb to leave anywhere else besides Green Bay because you're going into a situation where you're going into divisions with young star quarterbacks and like shit like that. Whereas
Like,
in that division,
what are his options? The Broncos, the Steelers, the Browns,
Seahawks potentially if Russell leaves.
Seahawks. He already said he'll never go to
so
the Bears.
I mean, think about it. So you gonna go to the Steelers and then you're gonna have to face Lamar 2 times, Joe Burrow 2 times.
And that
That's kind of hard.
No.
And the defense is in that division too.
The Colts might be an option.
Oh, the Colts.
You go to Denver and then you're gonna be playing Mahomes twice, Burrow twice. It doesn't make sense. Besides where is in your division, who's his threat? Kirk Cousins?
You know what? Now that I think about it, like I never really thought about it that way, but if there is a viable option, I think Indy really might be. They already have a solid defense. They have a running back that would immediately wouldn't all be on his shoulders. They've already dealt with an unvaccinated quarterback.
The O-line. Dude, I think that also New Orleans.
New Orleans too, but back to what Ty is saying with the division, like you're still
now
gonna be
you're playing Brady twice.
Yeah, but that'd be kind of sick to play Brady twice.
Yeah, I mean New Orleans is an option.
Because what if he went to New Orleans and then beat Brady and proved that just fucking went the head to head on him? Because I mean the other quarterbacks aren't a worry in that division. It's just you and Brady.
Yeah, but shit, you stay in the division that you're in. Who is it? Him and Cousins.
I mean, I get that.
You ain't even got to worry about Fields for probably another 2-3 years if he's gonna be good.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree on that standpoint because, I see.
Indy too, though. Who you're really worried about the Titans?
Yeah, I mean they've won the division 2 years in a row now.
But I'm saying you're more worried about playing the Titans twice than playing the Bucks twice.
Well, you got to think about it, bro. I mean, none. Tennessee's been running that division, even with all the weapons that Indy has. They got beat twice by Tennessee. They still can't beat them.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm
not saying that. Yeah, I feel like if Rodgers came there, that it'd probably elevate them enough to beat them. But it's not like you're coming into a ideal situation. You're leaving wherever you go. You're leaving. You're going into a harder division.
I agree. Yeah,
it's you're going into he knows every coach in every fucking arena. He owns all those teams in that division that he's in now. It almost doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. That's why it's part of
when you start thinking about it, it's like, they don't even make sense for him to leave.
That's what I mean. Part of me as a Cowboys fan kind of just wants him to win this year, retire or leave, and have some real hope that we'll go somewhere in the near future.
He can come back as a Cowboy.
We got to fucking.
But Dak's injury prone ass. Let's say in 2 years, you guys are on a fucking run. You know that this motherfucker could come back. I mean, it is what it is, but it could happen. There's plenty of teams that will take Rodgers. Shit, They were still calling Philip Rivers this year. So if Rodgers retires for the next 2-3 years, they'll still be like, "Oh, will you come back?" He'll be on McAfee. They'll be asking him to come back. Shit like that. I don't know. That
Rodgers is
that
gonna retire and be on Mac. He's gonna be AJ Hawk on McAfee.
Clearly, he'll enjoy bro. He'll enjoy retirement for like a year, maybe two, and then his ass will be itching. As soon as he gets a fucking opportunity to go on some Devontae Adams team, or if Devontae's on some playoff team and they get a quarterback down or has some struggling ass quarterback, watch. He'll squawk right back in the league and not miss a beat.
He's like
It's
fucking
like
Rodgers.
it's too perfect. It's like how much of a stoner. That's how he is. But it wouldn't surprise me at all. Gronk came back and won a ring. So I don't know. They're talking about Terrell Owens could get signed.
Terrell Owens is like 50. I know. I remember hearing that too.
Did you see the video?
Yeah.
He looked alright.
Terrell Owens. That'd be legendary
I'd
if he
love
came back.
I'd love to see that.
Dude, I want to see
Fucking love
Calvin
that,
come
bro.
back.
Better than fucking Cam Newton coming back and being a bum.
Can, man.
Yeah, dude, I want to see fucking Calvin come back.
Fucking Lions are just ruining people.
Dude, Barry
His
Sanders and
entrance.
Calvin Johnson, some of the best players ever in their position, just completely got their. Not even their careers ruined because they still fucking turned up and did their thing, but you just imagine like what they could have done if they weren't on the fucking Lions.
Yeah.
Like, dude, Calvin Johnson's like 37 and is in the Hall of Fame and has been retired for like a minute. He could still be in the league right now and could have been in the league like this whole time.
I'm waiting for that to happen.
Barry Sanders would have been on fucking any Super Bowl team. Probably wasn't on Detroit, but yeah,
I would love for that to happen. Is the guy who's already inducted comes back?
Dude,
you know they've been retired for like 5 years, and then they come back after they're already in the hall.
Bro, he just turned 36 in September. Like, this dude could have been in the league the last 6 years. Like, he could have easily, like, he could still be in the league. That's crazy.
Is Antonio Brown gonna go to the Hall of Fame?
Absolutely not.
No way, dude. No way. Is he gonna go to the Cowboys next year?
I'm surprised y'all don't sign him this year.
Yeah, I'd sign him. Fuck it.
Like we're gonna use this nigger to help us win. I don't care.
I think he really might be broken though. Like I think that shit might be true. Like he really was like hurt.
Like he has CTE.
No. Like how like he wasn't. You know, they're saying that like he wasn't like gonna like he wasn't healthy to play, and that's like how that whole thing started. Is that like he was like pulling himself out, and they're telling him to play.
Did you see what he did in the first half?
Yeah.
Bro, that nigga looked fine. He was cutting and everything else. I don't know. I mean, maybe he was hurt, but he looked good. The game before, the nigga had like 11 catches and 100-something yards.
I'm just saying, maybe he was trying to like pull a Gronk and was like, all right, I'm all right, but I feel something. I'm just pulling myself out. And they're like, no, you're playing.
The thing is, even if so, it almost didn't make sense because he was so close to getting his incentives. Why would he not want to play?
But that's what I'm saying. The only reason it would make sense is if he was actually hurt.
Bro, but I heard it was the opposite. That they wanted him to go back in. He didn't want to play.
Yeah, that's what they're reporting, but it's just it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm sorry. If you're a touchdown catch away in like 5 catches away from like $1 million, bro, I don't give a fuck what you got to do. Hit me with cortisone, hit me with anything in this ankle. I'm getting that shit, and then I'm sitting on.
Yeah.
I don't know. You never know. And they have one more game that he was gonna get to, unless they're gonna rest everybody. But realistically, I
That's the
mean,
thing. It's
I
like,
don't
bro,
know.
you could have
The
just sat out this
incentive things
game.
the incentive thing is weird because he's so close.
Did you guys see the statement he released today?
With the song you dropped?
He dropped a song.
Yeah, he dropped the song.
He did the song yesterday.
Yeah. Bro, you went to the Nets game the same night that he did that shit.
He said,
like,
so because of my commitment to the game, I relented to pressure directly from my coach to play injured. Despite the pain, I suited up, and the staff injected me with what I now know was a powerful and sometimes dangerous painkiller the NFLPA has warned against using. And I gave it all for my team. I played until it was clear that I could not use my ankle to safely perform my playing responsibilities. On top of that, the pain was extreme. I took a seat on the sideline, and my coach came up to me very upset and shouted, "What's wrong with you?" I told him it's my ankle, but he knew that. It was well documented, and we discussed it. He then ordered me to get onto the field, and I said, "Coach, I can't." He didn't call for medical attention. Instead, he shouted at me, "You're done." When he ran his finger across his throat, Coach was telling me that if I didn't play, then I was done with the Bucks. This is what his ass posted this day.
I'm reading it right now. Yeah, I didn't quit. I was cut. I didn't walk away from my brothers. I was thrown out.
Mm-hmm.
Being fired on the sideline for having a painful injury was bad enough. Then came to their spin. Coach denied our national title, and he knew about my ankle. Is not inaccurate. Not only did he know I missed several games with injury, he and I exchanged texts days before the game where he clearly acknowledged my injury. He obviously knew I was the one on the injury list, and the GM acknowledged that after the game in a text message to my camp that I didn't tell Coach about my ankle pain on Sunday. I know we were losing to the Jets, and that was frustrating for all of us.
Oh my God.
I'm done. That's the best statement.
Yeah, and then he goes on to talk about how it's a
I know
cover.
we were losing to the Jets. I'm not reading after that. That's all I need to hear.
Once my surgery is complete, I'll be back 100% and looking forward to next season.
Bro, he's going to be on the Cowboys.
yeah, you guys
This
are
is
gonna
going to
sign
be
him next year.
booming. That's how he ends it.
And he's dropping a Netflix doc.
He is?
Yeah.
On him?
He's got something with Netflix coming up, yeah. Sasso's in it.
What's Sasso going to be doing in the Antonio Brown? First thing that comes up, I type in Antonio Brown's name, it says news, memes, and Cowboys.
He's going to the Cowboys.
Yeah, bro, he's
dude.
going to the Cowboys.
He's going to replace Gallup.
Jerry Jones is only... Dude, the thing is, today when I was listening to the thing is, there's already a GM, at least one GM said that they would take him. Because they were like, yeah, one of his PR people said he's not done, and there's already talks in the league that there's at least one GM that said they would sign him. So you know what I'm saying, he's still gonna play. They were like, is he done or does he have a future? And they were like, no, he has a future. They're already saying there's a team that even after everything, they're like, we take this nigga, we don't care. Fuck him.
He was playing great.
Bro, he's still like a fucking 800-yard at the least fucking receiver. I mean, he can still easily get 1,000 if he like plays healthy all year. I mean, I just want to know who that GM that was like, yeah, we'd take him still. I'm like, oh my God.
The dude from the Jaguars, probably.
Con.
The clown.
A fucking clown.
Jacksonville Clowns.
Yo, did you guys see that stat? I saw a stat that fucking the Colts haven't beaten the Jaguars in Jacksonville in 7 years.
Holy shit, dude, that's fucking gross. Have they beaten them in London?
And they need. I don't know. I don't know if they played in London, but they need to beat them this week to make the playoffs. in Jacksonville. It's been a 7-year drought since they've won in Jacksonville.
Beats them, then we may see a game where they just kneel.
Yo, Tom, did you see that
No, what?
about the Chargers and Raiders game?
No, what? What's
That
that?
so if Jacksonville beats
If
Indianapolis,
Jacksonville, then that game, which is played at 8:00, the primetime game, the Chargers and Raiders,
Yeah.
correct? Right?
Yeah.
They wouldn't, if they just tie the game, they both get in the playoffs. And they're saying that all the teams would have to do is kneel the ball 15 times each, and they would just end the game.
Are they gonna do that? That'd be sick.
Dude,
They
I
should
hope
do
so.
that.
I would fucking bet the under on everything possible.
how crazy would that be?
Well, like, if one
Bro,
team
you know
wins,
how
is the
insane.
other.
We may literally watch a primetime game where they're just fucking kneeling. And literally every second where the clock runs down to like 1, kneeling again.
Dude.
Like,
That may be the greatest thing I think I've ever fucking seen. I'm gonna bet my
what would be the point of them competing against each other? Like you
Exactly.
I mean, incentives
You're both
and
gonna
shit.
make the playoffs. Think about it. You could hurt one of your players.
Could. But
If it was to happen, they literally could just come to an agreement like, yo, you guys ain't trying to play, right? Yeah, cool. All right. 15 kneels.
15.
We may just see that on a primetime game.
well,
That'd be fucking
they
amazing.
if they play it out, like, is the loser kicked out of the playoffs?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, Indy would be out.
Indy would. Yeah. Indy would be out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
Indy
winner
would be out, and these two teams would be in.
So basically, yeah, if they tied, they would win. But the loser,
Yeah.
whoever wins is in.
Yeah.
But and then the winner of the Steelers and Ravens game would get in.
Yeah.
But if they tied, they both would get in.
Yeah. And they play the last game. Because it's like the 8:20 game on the prime time. It's fucking insane. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Just there, like, fuck.
Yeah,
2020.
honestly, they should just flex. They like if the NFL is smart, knowing that now, they should just flex the Steelers and Ravens game to the last game.
Yeah.
It's like they know. Everyone's gonna be talking about it. It's like, dude, what kind of bullshit is that? Like, I just want to see what the fucking league with them will do. Like, because what's wrong with what they're doing morally? Who cares?
No, but
Well, I mean, but it comes down to incentives and shit. If players want to get like that extra catch or two to get that fucking $1 million bonus,
Fuck this shit. You want your money or you want to go to the playoffs?
I mean, that's a serious question. A lot of people would be like, I'd rather just fucking have the money.
It would be so funny because it's like the Raiders would make the playoffs after their players been killing people. They've been being racist.
Bro, like, half their team got DUIs pretty much.
Dude,
another
they got
player got
former
one this week.
crackheads.
That would be
Another
wild.
player just got one. One of the corners just got another DWI.
I know. Dude, what did they think about putting a team in Vegas? What did they? Okay, nothing for nothing.
They knew what this shit was
Imagine
going to happen.
Antonio Brown if he was still on the Raiders right now when they were in
He'd be
Vegas.
such a savage.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah.
do you think this nigga would have been doing? But he wouldn't have made it through the whole season. There's
No
no
way.
way.
How to change?
There is no way he would have made it through. Put a team in Vegas.
There's going to be some betting scandals
Sounds
that's going to
like-
come out about the Raiders in like the next decade.
That'd be great. I would love for that predicament to happen.
I feel like there's no way that gambling doesn't get like mixed in with the Raiders at some point. Like, you're in fucking Vegas and you're like a sports team. And
Right,
the
yeah.
NHL has a team there now too. They're probably gonna put it out. They gotta they're just gonna fill it up with sports teams now. Gotta get FC Vegas in there.
The basketball team's next.
Hell yeah, dude. The Vegas High Rollers.
It's like Vegas had no sports teams like fucking 3 years ago.
Fucking Vegas.
Who do we got? Hey,
Hey.
Yo, the Ginnity Cuddy.
What's good, dude?
what's up, Vic?
Nick said, what's up? He said, hi. Off your.
I said Vic. I meant Vic Chaos.
Vic
But hi,
Chaus.
Mick,
Victor
too.
Chaus.
Well, here you go. You're on the live stream, babe.
Ciao.
Victor
Vic
Chaus.
Chaos, bro. We need that next episode.
I know, dude. We were just talking about that a little while ago.
How y'all doing?
Dude.
Super good. Dude, we broke down a little while ago if the NFL didn't change the extra game this year, you would have lost in the final to tie.
Really?
Yeah.
That would have been better than what I finished at. Same with my other league.
How'd that go in your other league?
Lost the first round. What did I lose in the second round in this one? You win your dynasty league?
No, I lost in the first round.
To Kevin.
No, I beat him in the 5th place game, though.
There you go.
Kevin FX.
It made up for everything.
What y'all on now? Just chilling?
Chilling.
Yeah, we're just chilling, talking about the Raiders and Chargers possibly tying. Have you heard about any of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, if the Jaguars beat the Colts, they both get in if they tie, so they could just knee the whole game on Sunday night.
Is that allowed?
We don't know. I don't know.
Could you imagine? The game goes on. Oh my god, that would be terrible.
The NFL will probably have a fit, but that'd be
Yeah.
awesome to see.
So what is the scenario? My boys are talking about it, but so what's the scenario?
So basically, if Jacksonville beats the Colts, the only way for the Chargers and the Raiders, who are playing against each other, to both get in the playoffs is to tie. And they play the last game. They play the last game on Sunday night, so they're not even in a situation where they're playing when other games are on. So they'll know the results of every game. But if whoever loses that game, the winner of the Steelers-Ravens game gets in. So it's just like it makes no sense for either team to try to win when they're competing. They both have a chance to be eliminated. But if they just draw in the playoffs,
Yo, what? And then I saw something like the Colts haven't won in Jacksonville
in 7 years.
A very long time. Yeah, geez. I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be a good week.
Dude, how's Colorado?
Good. Getting snowed on. How's Chicago? Is it brick right now?
It's fucking 13 degrees right now.
Yeah, in here, bro. What's it? It's 4 here right now. It's fucking 3 apparently.
Yeah.
-8 with the wind chill, and I'm on the balcony with the bonks. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, 13 feels like fucking -1. Bada bing,
Gross.
boom.
Oh, wait, that's actually perfect weather to go stand outside downtown Chicago for hours and wait to do like a rap audition
Hell yeah, dude.
for a show that'll never come out. Kind of like that movie we did.
American Idol for rappers.
What was that shit called? One Shot?
One Shot, dude. Fucking Kevin FX's friend.
One Shot Taylor.
One Shot Taylor.
What the fuck? Yo,
Yeah.
Brian's calling me.
Where are you at the pre-nut factory?
Come just join the Discord.
Bro, he
No.
told me on Discord. I don't think he knows.
I missed that place.
It burned down in the fires.
Wait, really?
No. The fire. Could you imagine how bad it would stink? The whole country would smell.
How are the fires? Why did you start them?
I can't. I've been advised to not answer those questions on the live stream.
Dude, you were telling
Basic
us
forest
about that the
management.
other night.
What'd you say?
I was saying you were telling us about that the other night, and Mikey genuinely like believed you that you like started the fire. But I was like, dude, it was like 1:30 in the morning, and you just like you hopped into our gaming chat, and you're just like, yeah, dude, I just got back from like starting these fires and just hard to breathe and everything. Like he was just high as hell. He's like, wait, dude, what is Cam serious right now?
It was like 3:30 his time,
I know.
and I was like, bro, what? Like, and he's up building civilizations and shit, you know, fighting the world.
That's rock.
That's rock, baby. Kind of like the anti-vax theories do. Bro, did you see Joe D'Amore's comment to my comment?
Oh yeah, God, dude.
Ooh, like, shut your ass up, boy. Go back to your fucking son, bitch.
Oh
I'm
man,
kidding. I'm totally fucking kidding. Because
He
he's probably.
sent me a message on Facebook. I didn't even respond to it, but it was just like a link. It was just like a link to fucking jobhat.com. Not like a specific job. Just like I'm like, what is this dude trying to say to me right now?
Fuck, thanks a lot, bro.
Wait, who did that?
Jordan Moore.
Who's this?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
What are you on the red? What are you on the red line?
Something like that. Something like that.
RTS.
I'm on a big Adderall search right now.
Did you find the Rochester petroglyphs?
Nah, dude. I think they stored them all in oil can Harry's. Tom, what's good?
Chilling, man. What are you up to, man?
Yeah.
Where are you right now?
Huh?
Where are you right now?
At work right now.
So what, you like in a van? Like where are you? Like where are you right now?
Yeah, I'm in a tug.
Word. That sounds cool,
Yeah.
dude. How's
Picking up Addie?
I can't flip the camera on this thing, I don't think. One of those things that you see at the airport, you know? These things.
Oh, look at you, dude. You're posted up.
Yeah.
You got like a Drake caption for your IG photo there, dude?
Yeah, dude. Or Discord. Oh. Yeah, what's
Dude,
where's
your drink? This is Drink Champs.
Yo, Brian,
man,
tell me how you know Nick's cousin.
I know him through Cam.
True.
Oh, interesting.
Andy Crandy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I really can't even tell you. It's some random way.
What, like North Star?
Pretty much something like that. Some girl I used to go to school with.
Did you go to high school with him or what?
Huh?
Did you go to high school with him?
Nah.
So you don't know him through North Star?
Nah, but this other girl that I went to Christian school with, it was her neighbor.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. Like he's just the guy next door.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy next door.
Yep.
When are you submitting the proposal for North Star National Park for Congress?
After the 5G rollout, probably.
Dude, did you hear about the new state park they're putting in Rochester?
No, it's coming up, right? Basil A?
No, they're putting it in High Falls. They're gonna turn it into a state park. They're getting like an investment from the state, and they're gonna like completely redo that area.
Cam, it's good to see you didn't burn up or anything, dude.
Dude, we were just talking about that, dude.
You didn't have to, did you?
What'd you say?
He was there.
You didn't have to evacuate or anything, right?
We were far enough away, like probably like 10, 15 miles or so, but still fucking closer than they've ever been to us type shit.
He was fine because he was vaccinated.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Plus, he knows about the airport, dude. It's only people who don't understand the airport. They're not ready for it. Cam's always got his gear up.
Yeah, yo, that's what they said. That would be fucking hilarious. So they're like, 1,000 houses burned down in the Boulder fires. They're all unvaccinated.
It's a South Park episode.
Get your fucking vaccine.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, bro. Clyde, they're gonna burn down your fucking house. Get your vaccine. Deanna, they're gonna burn your house down. Get your vaccine so you can spend time with your fucking family on Christmas.
Clyde.
Oh, I saw Deanna the other night.
Who your
Oh,
cousin?
she
Cheers,
did.
Brian.
Did you see her at Sam's?
Sam was there.
Yeah. Where'd you
Yeah,
find
I
that?
What?
Where'd you find that guy?
Dude, that's your boy. You hung out with him and Andy Crandy.
Who is Andy Crandy?
Andrew Crandall.
That's what I'm trying to ask Brian who he is. He's not giving us the
Oh, yeah.
scoop.
He's not giving us the fucking lowdown on bro.
Nick's somewhat related to him.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not really. No.
Somewhat.
Dude, I used to
Ooh.
smoke with him in like 8th, 9th grade. Maybe even before,
Oh,
like 7th, 8th grade.
truth comes out.
But
Wait, you smoke weed, dude?
yeah, you don't mind, do you?
We
was back then.
drug test for
I
this
don't-
for the podcast.
We don't have to take a test or anything for this.
Yeah, no,
This
we
is a
drug
sober
tested.
Denver residents only podcast.
Yeah.
Oh.
Soda Sopa.
Soda
Huh?
Sopa
Soda Sopa.
Yeah.
just opened up.
Soda Sopa.
What's that about? Now that I like what are they
What's-
referencing?
Gentrification.
In the Is it like
Yeah.
the 16th Street Mall?
Yeah, it's just talking about how like they just like put all this new shit there out of nowhere and like made it nice, even though like
It's gotta be, bro.
yeah,
Where's Ty?
Smoking. He's probably here, honestly.
maybe somewhere
He's right there.
over here.
Probably right
He's a
fucking
ceiling.
here.
Cam, you been playing Riders Republic?
I have a little bit.
It's a pretty
Not
ripped
much.
Game.
I gotta play more.
Yeah, it's a pretty ripped game.
This shit's lit.
Yeah, dude, I fuck with it.
Yeah.
Yo, does Mikey know he won the championship or no?
I don't know, man. You guys missed him. He was on here for a bit.
Word.
I don't know
Is
where
he
he
drunk
went.
again? His phone died and doesn't know how to plug it in.
Concrete emergency.
He's too ripped. He's doing the thing where like you plug it into the wall one way and it doesn't go in, and then it goes in the other way, but he keeps getting lost in the middle.
There he is.
Hold on. To beat my dick.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Dude,
You guys-
we were all just together watching the Cowboys game with Gage.
Dude,
Yeah.
pretty good.
And now we're in 3 states.
And all they had to do was win out, right? The
No, they
Cowboys?
suck.
No, they had to win out, right, bro?
Hey,
They were going to win out, and then the Packers were going to lose, right, Nick?
That's what they needed for a bye.
Oh, that.
hey, Arizona's a good team, you know.
What
Hey,
happened?
we played our
happened.
Dude, you already missed our Aaron Rodgers talk. I want Rodgers to win a Super Bowl.
I want Dak. Handshake emoji.
Dallas.
We did all want Tyler to win fantasy, though. It's cool to see
Yeah.
Mikey repeat, but like
Mikey's
fucking
the
at the
villain
same
this
time.
year.
Maybe we shouldn't have wanted Ty, and then he would have won.
Damn it. Right, it's all your fault. Fuck.
Just don't look up.
Dude, just look up, bro.
Joey's watching the chat.
Yo, who is
He
that?
said- He said
Hey,
someone
wait.
asked Brian where his flannel is.
Oh man, dude.
Brian, why y'all be poking the packages?
I
You
don't
probably
know.
don't do that. You probably don't do that.
I get bored if I come to work off a quarter of an Adderall, I do some weird shit. So probably because
5
of me.
milligrams? How many milligrams are you getting? Jesus.
Yeah, if it's an exact quarter, that'd be 5. Sometimes you break a little more off, and it's
You
7.
do. You get like 7 or 8 in there, and it's you have yourself a day.
It's like an extra 20 minutes. You know, that little Adderall zing. Nothing beats it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom.
What's up, dude?
Dude, you're still sad about Virgil. Come on, dude. It's been a couple months. You got to
Dude.
bounce back.
I know you're still upset that Certified Lover Boy wasn't as great as you wanted it to be. And Kanye got divorced. But it's okay, dude.
Oh
Been a
yeah.
rough month for the Donda fans and the CLB boys. Brian,
See-
is it true you're legally changing your name to Larry Hoover?
Yeah,
Heard that. It was on Twitter.
free Larry.
Victor
They were
Trout.
talking about it on the on the blogs.
Larry Hoover or Larry Bird?
Larry Holt. Larry Holt.
Larry Hoover.
Larry Holmes.
Is he a GD now?
Larry Holmes.
Dude, the sad thing is he's not calling shots, you know?
Ooh, Larry Holmes.
Andrew Crandall.
H.H. Holmes.
Trying to find my Donda ticket. It's in my wallet still.
Did you leave it at Sasso's house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, I need to go to a park or something.
What?
Getting
Yeah.
I'm trying to...
You and Delario should go to Basil and find some bodies.
So Delario goes there to watch Alex Jones.
He goes there to watch Alex Jones, and then when he's leaving the parking lot, he finds a dead body or two on his way out.
That's what Basil is for. It's like the fucking suicide forest of Rochester.
So
We gotta make-
yeah,
we gotta
I
make
was
a
wondering why you
commercial
were
for it.
calling it that. That's so funny, Basil.
We got to make a
Dude.
commercial about it.
We gotta move the Bills there.
The Basil A. Bills.
No, when we
Basil A.
drop,
Tyson.
when Young Lion comes out, we should do like a drive-in movie at Basil A.
Young Lion is never coming out.
We're
Okay,
making a video
it
game
is.
of it.
Get
What's
Joey
the
on to
waiting for?
confirm.
I'm about to
It's-
leak this shit.
We
I've
all
been
coming.
bootlegging it for 2 years.
Dude, we got to
all
do
got
one
the-
there. And
we all got the different
It's on
versions.
Napster.
I've made like $62,000 on like just like selling it off to
about to
random
put that shit
Mexicans
on
with Cheetos on
LimeWire.
their fingers.
I sold it for NFTs.
Make a Young Lion NFT.
NFT.
With their tummies hanging out.
It's a movie, hey, it's a movie.
Young Lion. All right, I'm done. You're cutting that part.
It's Modelo time.
It's Moreno time. We
I gotta
said
find a way to
that
put that. I gotta find a way to put that in the book.
Dude, Nick, Spider-Man changed your life, Nick.
I look like
I
I'm
haven't
like
seen it.
stressed out. You were there the night it came out, right? In your Spidey PJs?
The mask
Who,
and
me or
everything.
I don't know. If you have to ask, I'm sure you guys both might.
Yeah, I mean,
you?
well, I had the PJs on. You didn't know they were PJs though. I wore a shirt over them.
Okay, right. So you're
Yeah.
repping, but you're not like showing it off.
No, just yeah.
And he
I
rocked the
get that. I
Donda
heard-
mask instead of the Spider-Man mask.
Y'all went to
I wore the
the.
Donda mask.
Mess on my face, you ain't see what I'm finna do.
Donda Man.
Why did he have to jump on the end of that song?
Who, Spider-Man?
Yeah, because he heard Fabio's verse and was like, "All right, I can't let
Yeah.
that happen."
Off the metaverse.
It can get messy, and this money can never look like me. Yeah, he's a selfish motherfucker, but I love him.
Who, Ed
Dude, he
Sheeran?
helped himself out of selfishness. Did you see Julia Fox? You guys know who that is? The girl from Uncut Gems.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, what
dude.
about
He was with
Dog,
Yay.
Hanging out with her the last couple days or some shit.
She's popping on OnlyFans.
wait? Who was it? Joey was hanging out with her.
Kanye was
Word.
dating her.
Word. Wink. Wink. Oh.
Dude, Benny Safdie.
Benny the Butcher?
Yep.
The year was the Kurt Warner movie.
Conway, a.k.a. the Machine, bitch. What'd you say, Nick?
I said Brian's favorite movie of the year was the Kurt Warner movie.
Is it good?
I cried 3 times.
Wow.
It was Corey told me he cried 3 times when he watched it though.
Isn't
could've
there a
been
gay
me.
scene in it?
Huh?
Isn't there a gay scene in it?
Nah.
No,
I
it's
thought
too
it said there's
PG.
some dude who
Is
kissed him in the
Donda?
locker room.
Or he was like,
In
I
the
was
Kurt Warner
I was
movie?
3 European football teams away from being Kurt.
Yeah, pretty much. Might as well have been a gay scene. There is a young lion.
Is there?
With Chris?
Yeah, it's just a gay scene. What's up? Yeah, it's pretty burnt. Tasting like shit. You might want to just give it a couple minutes.
I'm not burnt.
Joe out here, bro.
Type shit.
Hey, come on in, man. Come on in. Yeah, man. Come on in. Come see your fucking kid that I'm raising. Oh, he's fucking 8 now, and the movie is just coming out.
Dude, what did
Like-
that do for your career?
Brixton's gonna be able to be like consciously like aware of like that. Oh, that was me as a baby by the time that shit comes out.
I mean, well, it's 3 years later, right? Isn't he already like a toddler?
Gonna be
I'm saying,
gonna be,
you know,
he's gonna be
yeah.
able to post, like, what happened to him now, baby? Lion.
Where's Brixton now?
We'll just
And it just shows Joey doing heroin.
It's gonna be he's 8 years old and he's still unvaccinated. We hope he decides to get the vaccine one day, but
We don't want his house to burn down.
that's a serious threat coming from Cam.
Whoa,
his
come
favorite,
on.
his favorite
It's
album
not-
is Down to 4.
Down to 4. Oh my god, bro.
Are you going to the next Donda event, Brian?
No, but I am gonna get a job at Vector tomorrow.
I got a text from one of those motherfuckers today. No cap.
I'm popping again.
Yo, it's now that it's like really like the roads are terrible and like and everything like that, like it's the perfect time to have meetings with people and sell knives.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Can't throw them at their other employees.
Is that why you got let go, Nick?
Vector to throw in your feeler about NFTs. Because you can't go door to door.
Vector selling NFTs now?
Yeah.
And it's not Vector anymore, it's Victor for Victor Chaos.
Yeah.
Victor Chaos.
Vic Chaos.